right here. And then both Saturday and Sunday, we invite you to join us for On the Beach with Charlie Brown, starting at 12 noon. At 3 p.m., it's Butch Hamilton and the Carolina Sounds Beach Show. And if you love old Top 40 radio, you'll definitely love Rich Appel and That Thing, followed by Greatest Hits USA at 9 p.m. It is a weekend filled with all of your favorites, so whether you're going to be outside, on the lake, or cruising town, we have you covered. Make sure you listen over the air at 107.9 WFBS or WFBSFM.com. The weekends were made for good time rock and roll of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. The weekend's here on Sunny 107.9 WFBS and WFBSFM.com.
Greatest hits of the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
The greatest hits.
Because you don't have to hear the DJs talk.
Sunny 107.9 WFBS and WFBSFM.com.
Well, good evening, everybody, to our online and social media listeners. If you're watching this at WFBSFM.com or on our Facebook channel and YouTube as we get closer to the 7 o'clock hour. First of all, I want to go ahead and start the updates. First of all, the ice has officially taken us off the air at 107.9. Duke Power notified us about an hour and a half ago. We were lucky for a short bit, and then we do know that it is a tree over a power line somewhere between the Kiwi Key area and Nimmons Bridge Road. According to this location, around 500 and something out of power on Duke Power. But I want to switch gears over to our friends at Blue Ridge Electric Cooperative. They have released a press release. I've got some information, and what we want to do real quickly is join up right now and let you hear that press conference from our friends at Blue Ridge Electric Cooperative. And let's do that right now.
Hey everybody, it's Grayson Kelly with Blue Ridge Electric. Hope everybody's staying warm and staying safe during this unfortunate ice event. Our crews are out and about and we're working throughout our system. Everything was manageable until about 2:30 this afternoon when we had 3,000 without power. And then an hour later it was over 16,000. Luckily we were prepared for this event. We have crews that came in from Indiana. We've got crews on the way from Georgia and Berkeley Electric down in Charleston, Berkeley County area. And we're prepared to respond to this storm. And we are responding. We ask that you be safe, that you be patient with our crews as they're out in the field working. Stay home, stay off the roads, stay warm, and we're gonna have your power restored as quick as possible.
Again, that is from our friends at Blue Ridge Electric Cooperative. Of course, the rapid weather and bombardment started this afternoon when we had that big push of freezing rain come through the upstate. And that's about when we started seeing that power outages increase rapidly. And that, of course, was Grayson Kelly, who is a Senior Vice President of Government and Public Relations at Blue Ridge Electric Cooperative. Now, we did hear from our friends at Duke Energy. And let me see real quickly, if you'll give me one moment here. I'm having to do this up here on another computer. Let me see if I can pull up and get that information for you as what Duke has issued here. And here we go. Dangerous winter weather is still creating widespread power outages across the Carolinas due to the severity of the icing and difficulties associated with the poor travel conditions. Crews are only beginning damage assessments where conditions safely allow them to do so. So please remain vigilant and avoid down power lines, storm debris. And they want to thank you for your patience as they work to restore power quickly and safely. And that is the message from Duke Energy. Again, right now, the good news, the number has actually come down on Blue Ridge Electric. And this is the 7 o'clock update. Right now, it shows that there's 16,736 currently without a power on the Blue Ridge Electric circuit, and that was up to around 21,000 just a little bit ago. So good news is that they're making some progress, but be wary. The weather forecast is still with the ice, and the wind is going to be picking up, and we'll share that with you coming up. There's going to be more power outages for the remainder of the evening and into tomorrow, and possibly tomorrow night. I know that they would love to get the power restored before tomorrow evening's weather sits in, because we're facing a temperature coming up tomorrow evening of around 9 degrees. So 16,736 out of power right now. We're going to switch gears and let's go over to Duke Energy and let's pull up that map. And of course, as we mentioned earlier, our transmitter site, WFBS, at the Salem Water Tower, which is the big white water tower next to Kiwi Key, has been knocked out of power. And that happened about an hour and a half ago. As we zoom into our official coverage here of the outages right now over into Walhalla, there is a roughly about 400 or 500. As we zoom out, it's 624 total just in this particular area, and that does include a majority of the north part of Walhalla towards 28 to the foot of the mountain. Also the backside of Walhalla near, let's zoom in a little bit further, which is going to be west-south Broad Street, and that street right there is I can't remember, South Laurel Street. That's the name of it. Okay, that's what I was looking for. So those areas right there around Walhalla, and of course the 28, Highway 28 South here, I should say, and then also in another pocket. So you've got pockets between the main area, which is out too. So those have got to be restored. Moving on over to the lakeside right now, the huge area. This is Waterford subdivision, and all the Waterfords, roughly about 378 without customers, without power. And now a good portion of Knox Road at the end of Knox Road, which is going to be Knox Campground, Rolling Drive, Ellenberg Road is out of power. As we move across the lake here, this is a big chunk of Kiwi Key section and the other subdivision back up the Little River side. There's 177 now without power in that particular area. That's going to be partial of Kiwi Key. And here's the big area right here. Stamp Creek Road, South Flagship Drive, North Flagship. This particular area is out of power, and right here would be including the WFBS transmitter site where I've got the mouse icon. That is where the Whitewater Tower's at, so it is under this power outage here. That's continuing on up. We've got this section here of the Oconee side, Highway 11, and this is going to be down just before you get to the Highway 11 bridge there at the upper part of Kiwi River, Cliff Falls Parkway, and that area. This is Kiwi Bay, Turtlehead area below Old Chapman Bridge Road is out of power. Across the lake on the Pickens County side, you can see in the mountainous areas here of Oconee and Pickens County, we have a huge outage in that area, including now 6 Mile is showing up here. So total outages on the Duke system, and this is for North Carolina and South Carolina, there is 43,334 customers without power right now, a total of 813 active outages, and that is on the Duke Power Circuit. All right, so that's the least we can tell you about the power. You're going to have to give them a little bit of time. It is going to take a little bit of time for them to be able to restore the power, and I know that they're working as hard as they can to get the power back on. Let me turn my camera back on here. So with that being said, got a couple of news and notes. The Oconee County School District has made the decision that they are going to be off on Tuesday. That is official. School District of Oconee County, the weather announcement, due to the continued icy conditions, increasing power outages, and in consultation with the county emergency officials, the School District of Oconee County will observe an e-learning day coming up on Tuesday, January 27th. The decision was made to ensure the safety of students, staff, and families while maintaining the continuity of learning, and that is happening for Tuesday as well. So they're all out of school coming up on Monday and Tuesday. Over into the city of Seneca. City of Seneca officials have announced that the city of Seneca closure for city operations for non-essential employee coming up for Monday. And they announced this, have announced city operations for the city of Seneca will be closed Monday, January the 26th. And all non-essential employee operations, commercial and residential sanitation routes for Monday will be collected on Tuesday unless further closures are warranted. That is from the city of Seneca. Next item up for bids here as we continue with our coverage of our ice storm. Let's go ahead real quickly and bring in the weather forecast. We are still under an ice storm warning that's going to be effective until 1 p.m. coming up tomorrow. That's 1 p.m. Monday afternoon. Currently, right now, our current conditions, we have continued light freezing rain, 32 degrees, as humidity has reached 100%, and that wind is it's kind of calm right now, but that's going to change as we go into tomorrow, and I'll give you details on that coming up. For tonight, a chance of freezing rain, mainly before 7 a.m., patchy fog, otherwise cloudy, then gradually becoming partly cloudy, and a good cold tonight to 23 for the low tonight, and the chance of rain tapering off around 30%. Coming up for Monday, we could get some good news for just a short bit, but again, with all of the ice and the wind that'll be coming in for tomorrow, we're looking for sunny skies, high around 42 degrees, as the wind gusts will be high as 25 miles per hour. Now, coming up for Monday night, this is where things are going to get real dangerous with cold, and all of this stuff that has melted, or if it even melts, will refreeze into a real hard freeze. Clear with low around 9 degrees coming up Monday night. And again, the wind gusts could be as high as 18 miles per hour. You know what that means, the wind chill factor. It is going to be rapidly and brutally cold in this area for Monday night. Tuesday, the weather forecast. Sunny with high near 44, with wind gusts as high as 18 miles per hour. And the cold weather sticks around for the evening and nighttime, with Tuesday night mostly clear and the low around 18. Currently right now at our backup studios in Seneca on Sunny 107.9, we are again online only. You can continue to stream the radio station at WFBSFM.com. We have 3 apps. You can download those from the App Store or Google Play, or you can stream directly from our website with the Listen Live link you'll find on our website. And we're continuing online programming for the foreseeable future, and at least until I can get to Salem, to the tower site to crank the generator. Now, if I can get up there tomorrow, we may be back in business, but it all depends on how bad the roads are and how much thawing we get out tomorrow. And I don't foresee us getting a whole lot of warm weather enough to thaw everything out. And then again, we have to work with the issue that we have of our FM transmitter site, which continues to, it's got ice on it up at about 199 feet. So we did make a valiant effort to keep it on, and other than just not being able to get to the tower site, of course, if this was snow, I'd be in it on a heartbeat, and we'd get it back on the air, and life would be, fine. But of course, with the ice and stuff, I'm not going to risk my life, and I don't want to risk anybody else's on the road. There's going to be a little bit of improvement in conditions before before I will head out of this studio. Again, I have probably told you everything that I know. I will continue to post updates on my personal page. If you don't follow me or don't like me, you can find it. It's open to the public. On my personal Facebook page, just do a search for Jazzy Jeff Bright, or on the radio station's Facebook page. And you can do a search on Facebook for Sunny 107.9, and you can put WFBS. That'll bring up the page. You can follow us on Facebook, and I'll have stuff on the website, WFBS-FM, coming up a little bit later along. Pickens County Schools Monday and Tuesday as well. Clemson University's Monday, they will be closed. Oconee County Government, same way as the City of Seneca, non-essential personnel. Personnel that are essential will continue to report, including Sheriff's Office, Oconee emergency officials and such. They will be on the job coming up for the most part of the night and for tomorrow. If you're still in need of a shelter and you can get safely to it, the Walhalla High School, for folks up in Salem and Tomasi, Walhalla High School is going to be your closest bet. They've opened that school up. They opened it up yesterday at 4 p.m., and they're continuing to house folks there for an emergency shelter. And again, we're hoping and praying that we can get as many back online with the power. I know that Blue Ridge is working hard. They've called crews in from Berkeley Electric in the lower part, in Charleston, Indiana. They've got the troops here, and they're working as hard as they can to restore power. But again, we've been through this before, except the issue with that before, it was in the middle of fall and early part of the end of October there, and we've been through this, so we understand. you just got to do what you got to do, keep your head above, and to keep trucking along. And it's my prayer that everything will turn out fine. I believe it will, and we will do our best to keep you up to date on air. I wish I could say on air, but actually online here. I'll have another update coming up for you sometime in the morning, but if I need to get on, I will, and I'll update everybody to what I know. But right now, power crews are going to have a rough time tonight to get in and try to repair a lot of the power, getting access to some of these roads. It's just doggone slick out there. And, it's very important to protect the lives of the folks out there, including our linemen. So, again, do what we can. We'll keep you up to date. We'll have updates on the weather. But in the meantime, we're going to return it back to Otto, who is back here. He's going to continue to entertain you with a little music of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And like I said, we'll have another update coming up for you tomorrow morning, if need be. We will check in and do that for you and keep you up to date. One more time before we leave, let me pull the screen back up here, and let's check it one more time to see if we've had any changes in the weather. So let's bring that screen back up, and we'll start back out with our friends at Duke. 43,334 is what the last count was. Let's pull this up and see if it is. It's already gone up again. 44,407 now without power. So basically what we're looking at is 1,000. You can see on the screen another 1,000, 2,630, 494, 625, and all of these areas here. I mean, you can see that it's adding up. Basically along the Kiwi River Valley all the way up to the foot of Jocassee. Back over. Walhalla now has got multiple power outages now. That's coming up here on the, I see that. That was just added a few minutes ago. Let's go to Blue Ridge Electric Cooperative one more time to check back in with the update on the power. And like I said, they are doing the best they can to get the power and keep the power here. Let's see here. Let's go here. And let's get an update here real quickly. So we're back up. That number has climbed back again. See, just as fast as it had dropped, it already had climbed. So we're back to 23,271. And you can see all of the outages right here. If I move it over to Greenville County, there's a small piece of the pie that's in Greenville County of Blue Ridge Electric Cooperative. Again, this is more of a mountain areas up in here, and they're having the same issue. Pickens County, you can see all of that around Pickens County with up and around 9 times Pumpkin Town. And, of course, if we come across the bridge at Highway 11, this whole area all the way back through Tomasi, Long Creek, Mountain Rest, and even down starting to the river areas of Tougaloo River on the Oconee County side, Westminster, all in that particular area, you're seeing power outages. And that could be the case. Once they energize the circuits, you could be facing the same exact thing that it'll blow something on down the line. So this could be a process, and it is going to be a little bit of time. But again, no school tomorrow for Monday and Tuesday. Oconee County government offices closed coming up for Monday. City of Seneca. I think I saw Westminster, and I'm pretty sure Salem. I will contact Marty here in a few minutes and get the update from Marty about town operations in the town of Salem coming up for Monday. All right, well, folks, that's going to do it. I appreciate you joining us here. The next update that we will have for you coming up, and I don't even think I had that on the screen here. I don't believe. But anyway, I will keep you all up to date as best I can. And again, our next update will be coming up in the morning. If we need to do it sooner, I will. It's all set here for our Facebook page. You'll get notified if you follow the radio station's Facebook page that we're live. So make sure you follow Sunny 1079 WFBS on Facebook. If you want to jump on and follow my personal page, you can, and I will keep you all up to date as we continue to bear the brunt of this ice storm. What is it called? Fern the turd? What is it called? Fern? Okay, Fern, I think is what it's called, was the name of this winter storm. All right, folks, hope you have a safe evening. Be careful, please. If you don't have to be out and about, don't. And I will talk to you coming up sometime tomorrow morning here. Sunny 107.9 is WFBS. Internet only for the time being at WFBSFM.com.
Greatest hits of the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
I like the variety.